What's good, everybody? It's your girlfriend Trinella here, and today I'm back learning Guardrail metas in Geoguessr. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Alright, so we have guardrails here with red on one side and white on the other. What is the vibe I'm getting? We have like a yellow middle road, a sign with like a white circle and then a red circle and then a white circle again and a number 40 in the middle. A blue strip on the left side of the license plate. I'm thinking maybe like Greece. Like it feels like somewhere near the Mediterranean Sea. So I'm gonna go here. Okay, so these were Eastern Europe, A-type with red reflector guardrails. So in most Eastern European countries, you have an A-type guardrail with mainly red reflectors. So Austria, Slovenia, Hungary, Albania, Greece, North Macedonia, Romania, Bulgaria. Did I say Romania twice? No. Ukraine and Russia. And then the countries with the less seen B-type guardrail in Eastern Europe are Poland, Croatia, Serbia, and Montenegro. Okay. So A-type is the round one with the curves, and B-type is more of like the flat one. Okay. All right, what type of guardrail is this? This feels like maybe it's more the curvy, the A-type one with like the red reflectors. And then we have a blue strip on the license plate again. Do I ever just go North Macedonia again? Because that's where it was last time. Okay, so this was a Montenegro Rusty A and B type with red reflector. So it's the only country where you're going to see both A and B type guardrails. Okay, and they're often rusted. Okay. Alright, well we have bollards here, but that is not the point of the video. So this one is more curvy, so I'm going to go A type guardrail here. Does that mean anything to me? I don't remember the list of countries, so I'm going to go with my other clues and try to figure out where I am. We have a lot of like the hay bale marshmallow cover thingies in the like farmland over there on the right. We have like a red orange bollard and a white bollard, which is that ever making me think like Lithuania? Oh, okay. We were in Lithuania. I'm just surprised I got that right. A-type with orange reflectors. So Lithuania has normal A-type guardrails with orange reflectors. Estonia, no reflectors. Latvia, red or white. Okay. Orange, red or white, no reflector. Oh, this is interesting. These are like white guardrail barriers, but they have like black and yellow slashes on them, like diagonal. The double yellow line is making me think South America or North America. The black and white signs, like the stripes under the signs in the back, are making me think Peru. I'm gonna go near Chiclayo in the north, and we'll see where we are, but I'm pretty sure we're in Peru. Yeah, I think we are. Okay, I was a little bit too far north, but we were in Peru, so this was a Peru unique guardrail. So black and yellow stripes and guardrails are seen throughout the country. You might sometimes find different designs, such as the sharp arrow design. Some guardrails can be found similarly in Bolivia, but you have to look at the outer stripe. Peru has a black outer stripe, while Bolivia has a yellow outer stripe. Okay. These guardrails are A-type because they're curvy. What does that mean to me, though? I don't know. So let's look at the bollards. We are in Europe, I'm pretty sure, from like the bollards and like the landscape and everything. These bollards are interesting. They're kind of completely like black in the back, but I don't see any of like the little dots. This one has white on one side, but there's like a little like triangle on the top left of the bollard you can see, which I don't recognize as something. I don't know where we are. I'm gonna go Croatia ever? Sure. Okay, no. we were in Switzerland, so I was a little bit off there. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of it. But these were Switzerland and Netherlands guardrails, which are A-type without reflectors. So Switzerland and Netherlands both have regular A-type guardrails. Most of their neighbors do not have reflectors. Oh, they do have reflectors, so it can be quite good to know. Okay. 20k is not bad. I think we got most of these from other clues we gathered, like from bollards or landscape, or seeing like the stripes on their sign in Peru. But it's definitely good to know the difference between the A-type and B-type guardrails. I think once I get the knowledge in my head a little bit more of like which type of guardrail appears in which country more, it can help me maybe like in no move or no move Panzoon games where I can't see any signs, but I can see the guardrail. Okay, let's look at the guardrail. So I think this is A-type again. I feel like they're just more common, or at least I'm getting like really lucky on the A-type guardrail rolls because these ones are curvy, so they're A-type. Concrete barrier. Okay, I think we're in Europe. Autogrill territoire. Baguette. Are we in France? I think we're in France. These are French bollards, maybe? They're gray, right? I think we're in France, so we'll learn what type of guardrail this is. It doesn't have a reflector. No, maybe it's Switzerland. Because Switzerland is a type with no reflectors in it, right? Isn't that what we just learned? It's Switzerland or Netherlands. So I'm going to go in Switzerland, but near... I don't know where I'm going to go near. Maybe between Olten and Lucerne. Okay, we were in France, so apparently there were reflectors in the guardrails. I just did not see it. But we did correctly identify at least that it was a type guardrail and that we saw French language, so not a horrible score, but we could have done better there. The architecture completely did not match Switzerland, so I don't know why I really went there, but I think I was depending too much on the last minute I learned, but I initially thought it was France, so we were close, but not exact, and we will learn from that. Okay, well, this is not a bollard meta. Okay, this is B-type because it's flat. It goes in and then it's flat again. These bollards are a red/orange rectangle on both sides. There's a sign in the back. We're definitely in Europe, right? Because blue strip on the left side of the license plate. Does this feel like Italy ever? Are there any colors in the guardrail? I know this is HR here, which I think is for Hungary, but I don't believe we're in Hungary. So this is B-type. I don't know what type of guardrail Italy has, but it feels like maybe we are there. So I'm going to go near between Parma and Milan. Okay, no. We were in Croatia, but we at least correctly identified that it was a B-type guardrail. So B-type with red reflectors can be found in a lot of places. So... Okay, so it looks like the only countries with B-type guardrails are really Denmark, Poland, Croatia, and Serbia. So that is good to know from this graphic. Oops. Okay, we have a B-type guardrail with a red reflector. And I think in Europe, the only ones with B-type, which I just read, were like Croatia, Serbia, Poland, and Denmark, I think. This doesn't seem like Denmark or Poland, and do we have any bollard confirmation that can line up with that? I do not. I'm going to go in Croatia, and I think we're either in Croatia or Serbia from like the climate and agriculture and everything. Okay, nope. These were Turkey A and B type with red reflectors, so there were both kinds of guardrails. So A type guardrails with the rounded edges, B type with the square edges. Okay, so this is one of the few countries that have both. That is good to know. A-type and B-type profile. Oh, and then Germany and Ireland also have both A-type and B-type. Okay. All right, we have the guardrails with the black and yellow strips again, which is Peru or Bolivia, but because it's a black outer stripe, we know it's Peru. So we are gonna go here in Peru. I feel like we're a little further south this time maybe, so I'm gonna go near Juarez. Okay, we were a lot further south, but we at least got the right country. So this was a Peru unique guardrail with the black and yellow stripes and the black outer stripe, meaning it's Peru and not Bolivia. Okay, so this is an example of the Bolivia bollard because it has black and yellow stripes, but there's a yellow outer color from the guardrail. So I'm gonna go in Bolivia. We're gonna go near, are we near a big city? Kind of not really, so I'll just go between like Cochabamba, La Paz, and Sucre, like in the middle of all these cities here. Honestly, not bad. This was a Bolivia unique guardrail, so like I said before, kind of similar to the Peru ones, but has a yellow outer color, so don't mix it up with the Peru ones. Okay. All right, we got 15K. Let's keep going. Okay, these guardrails are completely unique. I don't think we've learned this one, and I think we're in the US from like this bollard I see over here. Do I remember what bollard has this like circle? I'm not entirely sure. I want to say we're somewhere like Wyoming. Like I feel like we're definitely like vaguely on like the western half of the continental US, but I think this is the US from the road lines and from like the land and everything, and especially the circular bollard. I don't remember exactly where this bollard is, but I'm gonna go here in Wyoming and we'll see where we are. Oh, okay. So this was a Wyoming guardrail, but I think I got to the Wyoming like answer because of the bollard, but it's good to know both metas so I can kind of confirm my like suspicion of where I am if I ever see both. So these are New York and Wyoming guardrails. So square guardrails are the most dominant type of guardrail in the states of New York and Wyoming. They have a long bar across the top with several square legs supporting them. Okay. Okay, we have a B-type guardrail because it's like flat, indented, flat. Double yellow middle? Question mark? This is like construction being blocked off here. I feel like we're in Europe, but I'm confused because we're in the middle of construction, so I'm like, no wait, these are double yellow middle. I feel like double yellow middle is not Europe, and there's no blue on the license plate either, right? The construction I feel like is messing me up. Like where are people actually driving? Okay, so double yellow middle, probably Brazil ever? I'm really unsure here. I feel like I don't recognize this guardrail or don't know where I am. Yeah, I feel like we might be off here, but I'm gonna go here. Okay, so we were pretty far going Brazil and Poland, but this was a B-type with a red reflector guardrail. So Poland up here, B-type with a flat guardrail, and it had the red reflectors in the middle. Okay. So I think I need to pay more attention to the reflectors in the middle because I am missing that a couple of times. Are we on the left side of the road? I do believe we are on the left side of the road. We have A-type guardrails. Who drives on the left with a yellow outer line and has an A-type guardrail? Is this ever like South Africa? Because Europe only left would be Malta, but it's not Malta. Left side of the road, but A-type guardrail. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go in South Africa and we'll see where we are. I feel like very... What could this be? I don't know. We're gonna go here. Okay, so So Ireland has A and B type without reflectors. So we're pretty far from South Africa, but that is okay because we're learning. So Ireland, just like Germany, uses A-type and B-type guardrails without any reflectors. UK is only A-type. Okay. This is an A-type guardrail because it's curved and not flat. Where do I think I am? We have yellow on these bollards, but they're a little bit circular. So I'm thinking Estonia from the bollards. And let's look at the guardrails one more time to see if we learn anything from them. There might be, are these ever gray or white reflectors? Or are these just like the things like bolting into the guardrail? But it's definitely A-type for sure. So I'm gonna go here in Estonia. Okay, nice. We were in Estonia. This was an A-type without a reflector. Estonia has normal A-type guardrails with no reflectors. Okay. These are A-type guardrails because they're curvy. Big river, yellow middle, white outer. I feel like, okay, we're on the right side of the road. Long yellow middle. I think this is a new place that we haven't had yet. The shape of the signs makes me want to go like Canada for some reason, but I don't know if that is a shout here or not. I'm gonna go like Manitoba. Okay, so we were in Canada, so points for getting the right country, but this was all the way east in Newfoundland/Labrador, so this was a Newfoundland/Labrador guardrail. In Newfoundland and Labrador, most wooden posts and guardrails have the pyramid-shaped top. Kind of looks like an optical illusion, low-key. Like, I don't know if it's like pointing in or pointing up, but occasionally you can spot them on standalone posts and signposts as well. Okay. Well, we got 8K there, not bad. We learned the difference between A-type and B-type guardrails today, but we have much more to learn about knowing the types of reflectors that are within the A-type and B-type guardrails and what that means for each specific country. I think particularly in Europe, it seems to be a lot of these guardrail differences could help with like no move and no move pan zoom rounds where I can not see the sign. So definitely want to revisit in the future, but that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video of me learning guardrail metas in Geoguessr. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments. Also tell me what meta learning video I should try next. So thank you so much again for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe for channel and have a great day.